Hello, friends. Beautiful beginnings. Welcome back to my channel. I want to thank you all for listening. Thank you all for subscribing. First and foremost, I want to thank God for this day. Thank God for allowing me the strength to get up and take action on the blessings that He's constantly giving me. Let's release. I am going through a time where a student of mine lost a sibling in a tragic accident last week. This student is someone that I am so close to. Every morning I give her a squeeze. She seeks me out for a squeeze. My heart aches so much. I do not know how to comfort her in the sense of it's a sibling. Like I said, when you're a child and you're grieving, it's something different. First of all, you don't know how to necessarily articulate your feelings. Second of all, you don't have that knowledge to pray, to give the problems to God. I am learning that being a teacher is something that is so honorable. You have these children that look up to you and they're looking for hope. They're looking for faith. They're looking for somebody to be consistent in their life. At least from my healing perspective, the students that I am interacting with on a daily basis are coming from broken homes. To see my coworkers and people around me grieving, it almost makes me feel like I'm doing something right. Only thing I'm doing constantly is praying. Only thing I'm doing constantly is talking to God. Only thing I'm doing constantly is taking the signs in that God gives me. I feel so heartbroken for my student. This was her older brother. He was in the 6th grade. She's in the 4th grade. And when you're grieving yourself and learning to live life and be happy, this could be something that could either break you or something that can fuel you to have that passion and desire to help others. And that's what it's done for me. God knows I thank Him for this strength. I cry, but I read a quote and it said, when you cry, you know you're alive. That's the first thing you do when you're introduced to this world. And I thought about it and I said, okay, it's all right to drop a tear. Here, it's okay to feel emotional in the sense of sadness to where you're crying. Now, what can you do to make those tears go away? And you can get up and continue to live that life that God has blessed you with. Me grieving has given me this purpose. I want to help everyone that has lost someone and they're lost themselves. When you're a child, I don't know how that interacts with your ability to still want to do positive things in life. I don't know if you're losing someone so close to you makes you feel hopeless. For me, because I'm older, I have the tools. For me, I could take my spiritual connections that I see from God and intake it the way I choose to intake it, because I couldn't take it in a negative way. But I choose to intake it positively. I choose to have it be something that says, you know what, continue to go. She's still here, she's watching you. No, it's not physical. No, she can't call you in the morning, but you can pray and talk to her. See, I choose to take that route. I choose to say I deserve to live life and be happy while grieving my mother. As a child, you don't necessarily have that aspect. As a child, you're not even open to what actually grief is. And that's what breaks my heart for her and her other sibling. My mother did something amazing with me as a woman. And I never realized it until now. Days I get up and I pray and I thank God for what I have. I am choosing to live life. I could easily say, you know what? My mother's gone. I'm grieving. I don't know what to do. I'm newly married. I have this great job, but I don't want to be fulfilled in it. I could easily just give it all away and let everything be negative. But that's not what I choose to do with the pain that I feel. That's not what I choose to do with the grieving that I have in my heart. For me, I want to honor. I want to make my mother proud, even though it's just a spiritual. I'm not going to say just. It's a spiritual connection and not a physical. My motivation and determination to do something greater than has heightened so much. Knowing that my student is in this pain breaks my heart. But it also lets me know that I'm on the right path to show people that living life happy while grieving is acceptable. Now, how do you help children? I don't know. My grandbaby speaks of my mother, and it breaks my heart when she does. Because we're the only interaction that she has. Those other people that could be in her life to help keep that memory chose to step away. Once again, all of this is from my healing perspective. I just feel like when you're grieving, certain things can occur in life that can make you feel like you want to give up. Or it can make you feel like there's no way I can give up. I have so many positive things going on in my life that to intake this grief and input it in my life, I only want to get positivity from it. My healing perspective and my outlook on life while grieving is not what everyone feels. What I do know is my mother would want me happy. What I do know is I deserve to be happy. What I do know is I am grieving. And I will grieve my mother for the rest of my life. So in turn, does that say, no, you stop living? God says, no, that's not what I'm saying to you. I'm saying your mother's gone. Now, what are you going to do to honor her? When you're grieving, so many things can make you lose perspective of what really and truly matters. My heart aches for my student. I, in turn, don't want to make that be my grief. I want to be supportive for her and let my grief be power to help her, to show her I can't take the pain away, but I'm here for you and I love you. And that's what I thank God for. I don't have all the answers, but what I do know is having an outlook of living life and being happy while grieving allows for me to get up daily. Allows for me to say, you know what, I miss you, Mom. I love you. Now let's go tackle the world. Daily. That's a blessing. For me, I will take it. Because if you don't look at anything positive from the loss, from the grief, where will you be? For me, I feel like I will be giving up on myself, giving up on life, giving up on my marriage, my children. That's not what my mother wants, and that's not what my heart desires. So from my healing perspective today, Give your chance. Give yourself a chance at life while grieving to be happy. Pat yourself on the back for the smallest steps that you take to live you and yourself a fulfilling life filled with quality, filled with promise, filled with hope, filled with crazy faith that God has a plan for you in your life. Walk in that. I want to thank you all for listening. Thank you all for taking the time out to hear my journey, my healing perspective of living life while grieving and learning to be happy. Thank you all. Until next time, God bless.